share a little bit about the beginning of Urbana in 1946 and how InterVarsity came to steward this event in North America.
At the time, 1940s, a growing sense of young people, college students, and so forth, being inspired, gaining a sense that we should be engaging with the world more, but needing to be equipped, wanting to organize themselves. And so you see at that time period, these different movements start to you could say, whether it's a variety of things in North American missions, but movements start to become organized. But what is possible just for college students only, like a targeted audience? And the name, I think, of the first Urbana, if I'm correct, was Convention for Missionary Advance, or something like that, right? The Convention for Global Missionary Advance, or something like that. And the thing is awesome because it was a convention to bring people who wanted to advance the cause of missions as young, at the world. So I think that the thing I'll say about the history is that since that 1946, at least as far as I've seen, three main purposes have always been true. When you go to Urbana, you always see engage in the biblical basis for missions. You see, what does God's word say about missions? So that's totally important foundation. So it's not just rah-rah. It's not just go because everyone else is going. There is a biblical basis, and that's why Bible exposition, Bible study, those things have been so key in every Urbana. So that's the first one. The second is the opportunities and needs in the world. Like, you begin to see so you got biblical basis, but what are the needs now in the world? Like, you get a scope, and Urbana is great at always, I think, identifying what are those needs and opportunities now. And since 1946, I believe God's used Urbana to point to where are the needs and opportunities in the future. People have always come to an Urbana, especially if you're a leader, wanting to see, hey, what's on the horizon? Like, what's the future missions? And if you look at, as you know this, mission trends, Urbana's actually usually been like 10 years on the front end of it. So whether it's tent making or unreached peoples or whatever kind of focus of missions, like there was usually an Urbana like 10 years earlier that had already talked about it, So opportunities and needs. And then the third, as we said, my calling. Like every Urbana's kind of had that kind of discernment, helped you figure out your calling. So yeah, that's what I think of when I think of the first one and the one since.